Good morning. Welcome to day 40, Tuesday, May 19th, 2026. Getting a nice early start. Very comfortable. Didn't get too chilly last night. A few cows already getting their breakfast. Didn't have cell service last night, but about 4 miles from here, there's supposed to be pretty good signal. So I think I'm close enough to Cuba now where I can book some rooms or book a room for a couple of nights. Today's Tuesday, so I'm thinking Thursday night, Friday night. I'll get into town hopefully Thursday morning, McDonald's, and go from there. So that's the game plan. Water should be not too bad today. There's going to be some water sources coming up in addition to, it looks like maybe a permanent for the month of May Trail Magic, some sort of station called the Oasis, which I'm not going to get my hopes up, but it'd be cool if there was something there in the line of a soda or a beer. And then at like the 20-mile mark, there is probably going to be a water cache. So I think I'm good on my water situation today, which is really nice not to have to carry liters of water for miles and miles. That's the morning update. Check in a bit. This cool little guy here, Cabazon Peak, about 7,800 feet. Been losing a bunch of elevation, but really getting treated to some spectacular views. Really nice. Look at this big old cliff formation. We're going to go to the left or the right? We'll see. I mean, come on. This is how I'm spending a Tuesday morning. This is phenomenal. A little bit of road walking, but we came down from somewhere up there. Lost a ton of elevation. Almost 8 o'clock, finishing up a little breakfast break in the shade. Looks like we're going to be exposed for a while in the sun, so time for sunscreen and have about 8 miles to a confirmed water cache. So that is the first goal of the day. I was going to say that cow was very close to the cliff edge there, living dangerously. I'm thinking back, and I think this is probably the most scenic day on the trail of all. I mean, there was some great stuff in the boot heel in the desert, but this has just got everything out here. It's amazing. So when I think about hiking the Continental Divide, this is the kind of terrain that immediately pops into my head. Wide open high country, mesas or mountains in the distance, not another soul to be seen, maybe a cow here or there. This is awesome. This reminds me a lot of the, Sarah and I have done a bunch of backpacking on the sections of the CDT in western and southern Colorado. Reminds me of that. Just incredible landscape. This is just, I can tell this is going to be a great day. So it doesn't happen often, but every once in a while during a thru hike, you'll just be in a certain place at a certain time. Maybe a certain song is playing, and just this huge waves of euphoria just come crashing over. Like, I cannot believe I am out here doing this. I'm so lucky. It's just like, wow. It just kind of overwhelms you. That's kind of just what happened to me. First one of this thru hike, man, I'm not even 2.5 hours into the day, and it's just been an incredible, amazing day. 2.5 hours ago, I was somewhere on top of that. Come a long way. I'd say we're pretty remote out here, but there's another house near the trail and some campers, and must be the ranch property. You don't see many houses out here, that's for sure. Guess what? There hasn't been too many of these, I think because of all the alternates, but look at that. It's beautiful. 600 continuous miles on the Continental Divide Trail, one and only red line. Amazing. Isn't that just beautiful? All right, I'm gonna keep climbing. There's our house over there. I'm gonna take a break at wherever the height of land is up here. Try again for cell service. There's a house there, maybe. You don't know unless you check, right? But feeling pretty good, but I want to, about ready for another break. There's definitely not a lot of shade in these parts. It's only like, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. It's already feeling pretty hot, so it pays to start early. Taking my second breakfast break around 9 in the one shade tree for miles. Have about 4 miles until the water cache. So I'm making good time. Really amazing scenery today. Yeah, really enjoying this morning. But I am looking forward to getting to that first water cache and making some electrolytes. I didn't bring any extra water to do that. So regular water's fine, but it's nice to have a little electrolyte boost, especially when it's pretty exposed and it's getting hot. Another wild horse, maybe? There's another one. All right, it's 10:30. I finally had some cell service. So I was able to book a room in Cuba for 2 nights for Thursday and Friday. Today's Tuesday. So that's taken care of, that's good. Touch base with Sarah real quick. And now I have about 2 miles to the water cache, and I'm looking forward to some electrolytes. So onward we march. Right in the midst of book 2 of the Wheel of Time. It's 11 o'clock, very quick pack break. We're about a 1/4 mile away from this water cache, and I'm looking forward to some electrolytes. So let's get there. Okay, it's 11:15, made it to the water cache. The couple I've been hiking with the past couple days, flip-flopping there. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'll have to check that out. some snacks in there. All right, but the water's the main thing, so let's get some Gatorade going. All right, it's 11:30. We're leaving our Pinwheel hiker stop. And the couple that was here, they just reminded me, about 5.5 miles from here is something called Camp Oasis, which is a trail magic set up for the entire month of May. So that sounds pretty exciting. I'll be there in a couple hours and see what that's all about. I think at least, if nothing else, a cold soda or a cold beer may be in my future, which sounds great. It's windy up here, but the views are something else. Okay, it's been a very, very windy stretch, but great views. A lot of up and down. Got about 1.25 miles to this hiker Oasis. Can't wait to see what that's all about. All right, it's 2 o'clock, and I think we are getting close to the hiker Oasis. Always good to see signs. Wow, there's even porta-johns over there and a hand washing station. This is amazing. Here we go. Camp Oasis. All right, let's see what all the hype is about here. A cold drink. My kingdom for a cold drink. There are a lot of cars here. All right, look at this. This looks amazing. Here we go. All right, it's 2:45. Just left the Oasis. What a setup. They do it all there. It's pretty cool. And it's donation based, which is nice. You can just send them a Venmo. Had an amazing, who would have thought you'd be able to get this right off of the Continental Divide Trail in New Mexico. A meatball sub with cheese. It was delicious. Down like 3 Sunkist sodas. Had a chocolate chip cookie. I got some energy. I want to go like I want to have like another 20, 21 mile day. So I got to go like another 4 or 5 miles from here. But right now I'm feeling pretty good. And there should be water like only a mile before where I'm going to camp, which is nice. About a quarter mile from a water tank where we will top off for water for tonight. And then hopefully go a couple more miles, find a nice spot to camp. It's been a little overcast, but there is a lot of blue sky, so there aren't a lot of trees around here, but hoping to find a little shade somewhere. All right, I see our water tank over yonder. Go check it out. Actually, I think it's this tire over here. Looks like there's water, so we'll go there instead. All right, I'll use this water for boiling tonight. Well, I'm glad I read the comments and far out. That water is fine, but there could be a spigot over here in the wire fence, which could be even better. Let's see. Is there a spigot? I see a spigot. Look at that right there. Does it work? Oh, that is very good. Taking a quick pack break, but this is my view from where I came. Still got that guy. We basically like circled all the way around that today, but yeah, pretty nice. So I was curious about this mountain we're walking to dead ahead. It's Cerro Colorado. Just shy of 7,000 feet. All right, it's 4:15. I found home for the night. I've got a nice shady spot. I think we're gonna lose the bigger trees for a while, so I didn't want to go too much further. But look at that view of Cerro Colorado. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get the Crocs on, get camp set up, and get some more electrolytes going. It's a great day today. So one of the first things I usually have to do in New Mexico, because these afternoon winds are can be a little intense, I have to find rocks to keep everything in place until I'm set up. So first thing I gotta do, I go on a little rock hunt. I need like 4 decent rocks. There are definitely more cow patties than rocks around, but gotta be really careful because back in the desert and there are a lot of little cactus plants I do not want to step on. So gotta watch each step, but I got decent enough rocks. It's not super windy, but windy enough where it'll blow things around until I get everything set up. Okay, quick recap. We're at 6,600 feet. I had the rain fly off until about 10 minutes ago when a little like sprinkling of rain came down. There's some gray clouds out there. So just to be on the safe side, the rain flies on. 21.7 miles, pretty decent. Just an amazing day today on the trail. Yeah, I mean, perfect. The views, the trail magic, the trail. There's nothing else to say. So we'll see you tomorrow.